Oh, there's Mayuri. She's also made an entrance now. Hello, everyone. So yes, I let me start today. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to different parts of the world. My name is Amit Sangekar. मेरा नाम है अमित सांगेकर. माझं नाव है अमित सांगेकर, and welcome to Reading with You, Poetry Reading Session number 12. I hope each one of you is doing well, is safe and sound, and taking care of yourself and your families. Ah, the first poem today is I want to start off with something in Marathi. I will translate as I recited. Excuse me. And this particular poem finds its root from where I come from originally, and that is Goa. The poet Baba Borkar, a very, very well known poet, has written several well known poems, and one of these describes the land of Goa in a very beautiful manner, and it may be traditionally or different from what people traditionally know Goa for. So it's not Goa is not only about beaches. So we will now, I'll read out this poem to you. It speaks about the land of Goa, and it starts off on the lines of Maajhya Govyaachyaa Bhumit, in the land of Goa, or in my land of Goa, or in the soils of Goa. Yeah, so let me take. माझ्या गोव्याच्या भूमीत गड्या नारळ मधाचे, कड्या कपाऱ्यांमधून घट फुटती दुधाचे. So it goes on to say the coconuts are filled with honey, and even in the corners from everywhere, from mountains and hills, it's literally like springs of milk flowing across. माझ्या गोव्याच्या भूमीत आंब्या फणसाची रास, फुली फळांचे पाझर, फळी फुलांचे सुवास. So it's like jackfruits and mangoes all across, so much of flowers blooming everywhere, and a rich variety of fruits all across Goa which are available. माझ्या गोव्याच्या भूमीत वनश्रीची कारागिरी. माझ्या गोव्याच्या भूमीत वनश्रीची कारागिरी, पाना फुलांची कुसर, पशु पक्ष्यांच्या किनारी. So he speaks about here the architecture. He calls literally the architecture of forests. That's how beautiful they are. Flowers and leaves are spread all across where animals dwell. माझ्या गोव्याच्या भूमीत उन्हाळ्यात खारा वारा, पावसात दारा पुढे सोन्या चांदीच्या रे धारा. So he speaks about in the summer months, it's the salty winds which hit you, while when the rain comes, it's prosperity, and he uses gold and silver to describe this prosperity coming to your doors. माझ्या गोव्याच्या भूमीत येते चांदणे माहेरा, ओल्यावल्या लोचनानी भेटे आकाश सागरा. Here is speaking about how coming to Goa is literally like starlight or moonlight at your doorsteps, and the meeting of the sea with the skies at the horizon. He compares it to wet lips. Amazing. माझ्या गोव्याच्या भूमीत चाफा पानविण फुले, भोला भाबडा शालीन, भाव शब्दाविण बोले. Speaking about the blooming of flowers, chafa, a particular flower, champa, I presume, if I'm not wrong, which is known everywhere, blooms very beautifully, has a very nice smell too. And bhola bhabada shalina bhava. So you don't really need to say anything. The expressions actually express everything in Goa. माझ्या गोव्याच्या भूमीत गडे साळीचा रे भात, वाढी आईच्या मायेने सोन केवड्याचा हात. So the abundance of rice in the Goan fields, and when your mom feeds you, the love which goes beyond that is like the kevda in it. Beautiful. माझ्या गोव्याच्या भूमीत सागरात खेळे चांदी, अतिथ्याची आगत्याची साऱ्या षडरशांची नांदी. So he speaks about now the entire sea when it lights up in the moonlight, the way it sparkles. And then he speaks about hospitality in Goa. It is like, the hospitality is like the 6 tastes. So Shadaras from Ayurveda, this term comes from Ayurveda. It speaks about the 6 tastes. Rasa is taste, and Shada is 6. And it speaks about the 6 different tastes which Ayurveda says, which are formed. There are about 2 elements in each of these tastes, and these elements are the 5 essential elements of fire, earth, air, water, and ether. And then there are those 6 tastes of Madhura, which is sweet, Amla, which is sour, Lavana, which is salty, Katu, which is pungent, and Tikata, which is bitter, and Kashaya, which is astringent. So it's like literally all these tastes come together in anything that Goa has to offer to you. So that is what Goa is all about, and that is how the poet Baba Borkar describes Goa to us. Very close to my heart, and hence I thought I should share this with you. I will now read out two lovely verses which were sent across to me by Reetika, who is on Instagram as Delectable Kitchen. Now, I have known Ritika first through an office colleague and then through Instagram, and then she has been kind enough to be there at a few of the programs I've hosted. She's an amazing cook, and you should visit her profile to see some of her cooking exploits. So I'll read these are in Hindi, and I'll try and read them out to you. And these are our own compositions, short ones. The first one I'll read out is about a tree, दरख्त. अगर मैं चल सकता तो कितना मजा आता, लहराते हुए झूमते हुए अपनी बाहें फैलाता. If I could walk, it would be so much fun. I would be literally swaying around everywhere. जिस किसी को छाया चाहिए मैं वहीं खड़ा हो जाता और भूखे राही को अपना मीठा फल खिलाता. So if I could walk, I would wait for somebody who needed some shelter, who needed some covering. I would be there. And if he's hungry, I would have given my fruits to him. मगर सदियों से मैं यहीं खड़ा हूँ, अलग अलग ऋतु का सामना कर रहा हूँ. But look at it. I'm just standing at one place, facing all the seasons facing all the seasons. ये सच्चाई है इस जीवन की, और यही कथा है इस बेजुबा दरख्त की. So this is what life is all about, what happens around, and that is the story of this tree. Very beautiful, Ritika. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. I'll read another one by Ritika, which was more about a new year, and it goes like this. एक नया साल है आया, एक नई उम्मीद लेकर हम आए. जो कल बीत गया क्या हम उसे भूल पाए. A new year has come, a new year has dawned. It seems there is a new hope. But what has happened earlier? Have we really forgotten it? आगे बढ़ने से पहले चलो छोड़े पुरानी बातें, नए साल को बेहतर बनाने फिर से जुट जाएं. So before we start, let us forget everything which was old and let's make this new year better. अपने चाहने वालों को सब अपना प्रेम दिखाना, दिल की बात दिल में न रखना, उनको भी बताना. So please show your love to everyone. Whatever is there inside your heart, please share it with them. ऐसा ना हो कि वक्त की लहरें करवट बदल जाए और हम अपनी ही सोच में काफी पीछे रह जाए. So before the time and tide turns, don't wait for that time. Don't wait or get lost in your old thoughts. Move on to the new ones and please tell people how much you love them. Thank you so much, Ritika. Really enjoyed what you shared with us. This is really very beautiful and very heart touching. Wow. I hope that was a good start. And now, I have a guest today, all the way from USA, and I presume it's very, very, very early for her there, but she has kindly agreed to be a part of this session at 7:30 in the morning, and hopefully she is still around. Let me just try and add her. Give me a minute, please. Okay, so while we wait, hopefully I can connect her and there is no technical glitch. Hello.
Hi Amit, good
Hi.
morning.
So good morning to you. Afternoon here. Before you start, friends, this is Dhanashree. Dhanashree is okay. Let me start in a like ticking off a list. She's a yoga enthusiast. She's a super mom. She's an awesome chef, and she's a Zentangle enthusiast also, or an expert, if I should call them. But
No, not an expert.
and
Yeah,
she is.
I love doing it.
So I have known her first. My first meeting with her many years back was through a common dear friend. After that, it's been only primarily social media, and I don't really recollect we have met after that.
No.
So Dhanashree, all over to you today.
Oh my God, you are too kind, and you are the one of the most humble human beings I have known. Although I have not met you personally many times, as you said, but I think the thanks to social media, and I think one platform where Amit and I connect is through food, right,
Awesome.
Amit? So
Yes.
yeah, so he is, and I think what do I say, a food lover. I really don't know the words, but yeah, he is, and he goes to places eating, and he tries many things. So it's awesome. And thank you for thinking me worthy to be here. I love watching your poetry shows. You're doing an awesome job, Amit,
Thank you so much,
especially in
Dhanashree.
these times when we are all home, a little bit scared, a little bit uncertain about going to happen in life. But you're doing just too good. I mean, keep doing it, and thank you for having me. So I have a small poem. I don't know. So this is. I would like to show something. This is a book, or not a book. This is my diary. I
Okay.
used to write it when I was 16.
Okay.
Today I'm 36, so it's been 20 years to
Wow.
this diary. I love collecting good thoughts. So, for example, if you see, this book has a lot of thoughts that I have collected over years.
Okay.
And so, while thinking what to share today, I just came across a poem I had written in this. I'm not a writer. I don't know who wrote this poem,
Okay.
but let me just read to you.
Sure.
When walking down the path of life, remember what I say, that every man must feel the thorns that grow along the way.
Okay.
And every soul will stumble, for every man is weak, and the road of life uncertain, its prospects often bleak. But always give a helping hand, a word of love, a smile, to help the soul beside you walk across each weary mile. For love will cause the sun to shine, and anywhere you go, the painful thorns less noticed as the roses bloom and grow.
Wow.
Yeah. So I
Awesome.
don't know I tried looking it online, but couldn't find the original poet. But yeah, this is something that I keep going back to this book often. Especially when I need that little push,
True.
just to get going, and
No, the
it
very
just feels
fact
very.
that you have still kept that diary
Yeah,
of
it's
yours
no it's
for
it's
so
it's
long.
one of my treasures. It's one of my treasures, and I made sure that I got it during one of my India visits.
Okay. Oh boy.
Yeah. And then there is so this and then there is a Marathi poem. It's a
Please.
very well known Marathi poem. It's also in my book. And Many of you must have already. So there is this. I found an English translation. So I'll read the English translation later, but I'll
Okay.
just read the poem first.
Sure.
So it's by Kusumagraj. We all know
Wow.
how great of a writer he is. So it goes. ओळखलत का सर मला पावसात आला कोणी, कपडे होते करमदलेले, केसांवरती पाणी. क्षणभर बसला, नंतर हसला, बोलला वरती पाहून, गंगामाई पाहुणी आली, गेली घरट्यात राहून. माहेर वाशीण पोरी सारखी चार भिंतीत नाचली, मोकळ्या हाती जाईल कशी, बायको मात्र वाचली.
वाचली.
भिंत खचली, चूल विझली, होते नव्हते गेले. प्रसाद म्हणून पापण्यांमध्ये पाणी थोडे ठेवले.
पाणी थोडे गेले.
कारभारणीला घेऊन संगे सर आता लढतो आहे. कारभारणीला घेऊन संगे सर आता लढतो आहे. चिखलगाळ काढतो आहे, पडकी भिंत बांधतो आहे. खिशाकडे हात जाताच हसत हसत उठला. खिशाकडे हात जाताच हसत हसत उठला. पैसे नको सर, जरा एकटेपणा वाटला. मोडून पडला संसार, पण मोडला नाही कणा. मोडून पडला संसार, पण मोडला नाही कणा. पाठीवरती हात ठेवून नुसतं लढ म्हणा.
लढवाणा.
Yeah. So this poem gives me goosebumps every time I read it. So there's this I came across the English version. Somebody has translated it. Apparently, the Google search says it's translated by Gulzar. I don't know the authenticity of this
Okay.
information, though. Okay. He came in the rain and said, "Do you remember me, sir?" All his clothes too muddy, and his hair was full of water. He sat for a moment and then smiled, And then he spoke all the same. In my nest she lived and left, when, as guest, Mother Ganga came. Like a married daughter back home, she danced around in the house, never to return empty handed. She just spared my spouse. The walls fell and the store drenched. She took all that was to bear. And for the blessings of goodbye, she left in the eye only the tear. When my wife was by my side, sir, now I'm fighting it all. I'm clearing up the sludge and building the broken wall. Suddenly he stood up with a laugh, for, for when the hand went to the pocket. No, sir, no money, he said. Just alone I felt, so I came. Shattered to pieces is the life, sir, but my spine still holds its might. Place your hand on my back and just say, go fight.
Oh, fine. Beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
As
So,
Mayuri has mentioned in the chat there, this poem is titled Kana. And
Kana, yes,
yeah, so it's literally like your backbone or your spine.
yes,
And I mean, possibly towards the whole poem, first of all, you feel that it's all about despair. But in those
yes,
last 2 or 3 lines, that is what the message is, that what I just need is somebody telling me
yes,
everything will be fine, I'm
absolutely.
there with you,
Yeah,
that's it.
yes, absolutely. Everything is going to be fine, and all we just and then. So I would like to tell a kind of big thank you thank you to Amit for introducing me to this book.
Boy, you got it.
Oh yeah, yeah, I got it, and I'm so happy that I received it in the mail yesterday. It was going to arrive today, but I'm glad it just came yesterday. And to everybody out there, this book is a treasure, absolute treasure. I mean, it's so amazing
True.
how Charlie Maxey writes. I mean, I followed his Instagram, I followed his Facebook page. It was just he's just so awesome. So he says that everyone is a bit scared, said the horse, but we are less scared together.
This has to be the most creepiest moment. I have exactly the same page opened here for today.
And I have a
Awesome.
bookmark in there. Okay, so
Super, super.
no,
Very
no.
nice.
So thank you for doing those sessions, and thank you for reintroducing many of us to poetry again. I mean, I think we all read a lot, but not many try to get into poetry.
Yeah.
Right, I mean, but poetry is just something that I think you can just dive deep into the
True.
meanings and it's I think it's you need to you are doing a great job, Amit. Thank you again.
Thank you very much. But I have
Yes,
one or two more things more about you, which I need to tell people about. One is Zentangle. Now,
yes,
before I ask you to explain that, I'll tell people I think the last session, we had somebody who showed us mandalas,
yes,
a kind of, what should I call it, as derived from some traditional concepts and bringing it onto sketches. Zentangle possibly will look similar, but there are some principles which are very different for Zentangle. Now, I would like Dhanashree to possibly speak more about it, because the kind of work she does, I have no idea how you have that patience to play around with those things. So please.
no, no, thank you. So, but I was introduced to Zentangle, I would say 6 years back,
Okay.
2014, Facebook post by a friend, and she had just drawn something on a piece of paper with a pen, black pen,
Okay.
and I was so intrigued, like, oh my God, this is awesome. And I asked her what it is, and she said, oh, you know what? All you need is a plain paper and a black pen,
Okay.
and you just go about it. I'm like, okay, let me. I had a Sharpie and a white paper at home. I read more about it, and it is just so something. Actually, that is something that has increased my patience a lot. So when you say
Okay.
that, how do you have the patience to do it? I do it so that I increase my patience.
Okay.
It's like that. Like, many people ask me that, how do you have the patience to just sit and do that every small minute detail? But it is not about that. It is, I have those moments of sudden, what I would say, like, oh my God, this is all going wrong, and what can I do about it? But the best part about Zentangle is you cannot erase anything.
Okay.
Okay, so you
Wow.
just have, I use a compass to draw circles.
Right.
I use a scale maybe just to mark my things, but rest is just with a pen and my paper. There is no eraser used. So
Okay.
the best part is that it's not that I don't do mistakes. I know what mistakes I have made
Right,
in that.
right.
But the best part is you work on it. You
Okay.
own your, you know what, the principle of Zentangle is that you own your mistakes.
Awesome. Okay.
Don't run away from it. Just try to just take a deep breath, pause, think again, and you will be fine. And that is, I think, what I have learned to do in life with that.
Super. So I've taken the liberty of putting up one of the things which
Yeah.
you had shared.
Yes.
So if I understand correctly, so Zentangle is about patterns being repeated in
Yes,
some
yes.
form or the other, right?
Yes, yes. So, yes, for example, if you see, you'll see repetitive patterns. So it's not about being creative.
Okay.
It's not about like, oh, every time I have to come up with something, some new pattern or something. It could be the same repetitive pattern, but it
Okay.
is you have to do it with so much I would say, interest. First you have to love doing it, then you have to have interest, and you have the patience, as you said, which of course builds over a period of time. And then concentration is one of the, if you lose your concentration, you are sure to make a mistake.
Okay.
Yeah, like something going on in the background, like something, and then you know that, oh, you know what, that little line is now out of track. This is not what I wanted to do. But
Okay.
that's when you just stop, pause,
Correct.
and do it again. And if it's a mistake, you just correct it. And as I said, the one of the biggest principles of Zentangle, which I have inculcated in my life, is owning your mistakes. It's okay. It's bound to go wrong, but it will all be fine. And other part is, you cannot, for example, when I start making the art, I don't know how it's going to look.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes. So that is one of the key points. I don't know. I just start, and that's how it is. You just start. You begin. You don't think about the end result,
Correct.
because it's not going to be the way you want it. It's sure shot. I have tried doing that. I know, you know what? For example, if I see some art for inspiration, that, oh, this is what I want to create, it doesn't get created that way.
I like this uncertainty bit a lot, and I'm
Oh
just going
yes,
to
yes.
say a couple of things on it. It's like even when, for example, I started off this session one, I had no idea what I will be doing with it. Okay, and I have entered the 12th one. I have no idea how, but thanks to all of you guys. But the uncertainty in any drawing or any art form is what possibly makes it more beautiful than a lot of
Yes.
other structured ways of doing things.
Yes, yes. I'm somebody, I have tried doing structured things that, for example, you have those painting lessons, or, where you go to a painting, this is how the painting should be created.
Yeah.
I somehow, yes, I mean, those who love doing it, it's art is just a way of expressing at the end of the day. But for me, it is especially, that uncertainty where you just keep doing, and then it just turns out to be so beautiful at the end, no matter what. I mean,
Super.
and even if the patterns are repetitive, I used to think that, oh, you know what, am I doing the same patterns again?
Correct.
But then the same patterns just show in a different perspective in every art.
Yes, they do. True.
Yeah,
True.
and it is it is meditation. Zentangle in the bigger picture is called meditation for the mind,
Okay.
and it's yoga for the mind, as I would love, as I rightly and love to call it. It's
Yes, now I'm
yoga
going to
for
stop
the
you
mind.
there for the very important topic which she mentioned, yoga. So, I have seen all of you as a family involved in yoga during these times. Maybe you do it
Yes.
earlier also, but I do not know about that. But I've seen you as a family doing it much more regularly. Tell me, how do you, first of all, how did you get into yoga, and how has yoga helped you in these times?
Yeah, so I got introduced. I've been doing a little bit of yoga on and off over these years, but I
Right.
got into serious yoga after when my first child was born, and I had to get rid of all that pregnancy weight. And so I began in 2014, September of 2014. I was introduced to Bikram yoga at that time, which is
Okay.
hot yoga, where you do a set of 26 asanas in a room which is heated to 40 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
Yeah. And so you sweat and your body becomes flexible, and I love doing it. I remember waking up at 5:30 and going for a 6 a.m. class for 2 years, because that was the
Good. So I've
only
not woken
time.
you up too early today.
No. And because that was the only time that worked the best for me.
Okay.
So I did that for 2 years. And then the more I did it, the more I loved it, the more I wanted it.
Okay.
So I then continued doing yoga during my second pregnancy, and I can proudly say I did it till the last day of my pregnancy. Yeah. Yes. So I can proudly say that. And I loved it. I think that's where maybe my daughter gets it from. मैं अपने माँ के पेट से सीख के आई हूँ.
Nice.
No,
Nice. Very
but
nice.
then I continue doing it now, because especially with the little one, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and with the little one, it's hard to find time to go to a gym or do
Right.
some outside activity. So I just decided that, oh, don't worry, I will just continue doing my yoga. And then another thing with that is, initially when I began doing yoga at home, I used to wonder that, oh, you know what, there's so much stuff around here. How am I going to concentrate and do it? I
Yeah.
need
Yeah.
this peaceful atmosphere, a clean room to do my yoga. But then I realized that peace is something you have to find in the middle of chaos.
True. True.
That has been my mantra. Trust me. Like, you just have to find peace. I just show all her toys under the
Yeah.
sofa. I take my yoga mat. I start doing it. My little one is around. She would climb up on me. That's okay. Breathe, go, do it.
True.
That has been my thing. And I have been doing it for 2 years again now. And then during especially this lockdown time,
Yeah.
my husband Shaunak, he needed something to do, because he loves to swim basically.
Okay.
So, but he couldn't go to this. All pools are closed.
Right.
So he said that, oh, let me join you. And yes, so he joined. He used to do some yoga with me during my pregnancy. So he had a bit of experience, I would say.
Okay.
And then we just decided to go together. We decided to challenge ourselves for 30 days initially. That we would do a 30-day challenge where we
Right.
do yoga every day for 30 days.
Awesome.
And not miss a single day, not even a weekend, nothing. We will, because we are not going out anyway. So
True.
every day is the same these days.
Yeah.
So, oh, it's a weekend, let me not do it today, was not something that we wanted to
Super.
do.
That is really
And
nice.
then we completed the 30 days and we realized that, oh, you know what, let's continue it.
Let's continue.
Yeah.
Super.
And then the little ones are around. My 8-year-old loves to join us.
Okay.
He gets his yoga mat, he puts in there, and looking at him, his sister wants to join too. So now it's become a family thing.
Very nice. And the reason I also brought up this topic is, as interacting with so many people, I have realized that each one finds their own space where they can pass through this time. And
Yes.
then suddenly the time does not really seem that kind of a depressing thing.
Oh,
and you actually
absolutely.
start enjoying stuff,
Oh,
whatever it
absolutely.
is. It could be
Yes,
yoga, it could be
oh,
anything.
yes, it could be anything. Right? That was our point. That I wanted to, because initially the lockdown was for 30 days,
Yeah.
and that period seemed so long.
True.
Oh my God, 30 days with kids in the house, with everyone in the house, not able to go venture out. How are we going to do it? But then we
Yeah.
decided, okay, you know what, let's do this 30 days, because then we had something to look forward to every evening.
Correct.
And then after a few days, the time seemed to go so fast.
True.
We just didn't realize how
understand.
those
Yeah.
30 days of lockdown went. And we are now fine. You know what?
Super.
It's a lockdown. We need to do it. Let's just do it.
Good. There's another talent of Dhanashree. So now you have realized she has so many talents, and we have taken you
are
through
just
all the
being-
talents of
no,
Dhanashree.
you are just being too. Okay, so coming back to Zentangle, so I
Okay,
have
sure.
something. So this is something I just finished last night. So
Okay.
this, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
This
So-
is amazing.
Yeah, thank you. So this is sorry. Yeah.
Superb.
And,
Thank you so much, Dhanashree. Thanks
yeah.
for sharing this with us.
No, thanks for bringing this up. I love to, because and again back to just a little bit of Zentangle. That's for everybody. I mean, I would say I'm not an artist. I was never an artist. But it's for everybody. Go grab a Sharpie, go grab a piece of paper and start doing it. The first
True.
few drawings will look as
Yeah.
if, oh my God, what shoddy job have I done? But it's okay. Don't judge yourself.
Very well said, Dhanashree.
Yeah, just don't judge yourself. Just do it. Don't criticize yourself. And once you get the hang of it, it's addictive.
It is.
I sit every night. It's hard for me to find time in the day. So once the kids are off to bed and everything is I've done with all the daily chores, I can sit at 11 p.m. in the night. I do
can
it, and there are
imagine.
times
Once you start getting passionate about it, it really
then,
becomes.
I say no to binge watching. Just do some.
Super.
And then I'm sitting until what past midnight, until 1 p.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and then I have to tell myself that, oh, you know what, I think
Now
I
it's
need to
sleep.
go sleep. But even if I get a little less sleep that day, that sleep is so peaceful.
Correct. I think what you have done, which you love, actually puts your
Yes.
mind at ease, irrespective of whatever may have happened throughout the day or whatever it is.
Yes, absolutely. Oh yes, absolutely. It just unwinds you and refreshes you for the whole new day.
Super. Good.
Yes.
So, Dhanashree,
Yeah.
the one thing which you are left with. So I'm not going to add anything right now. You start, and then I'll tell people
my
something about it later on.
Okay, so this is so Amit wants me to sing, if I'm not wrong. So first of all, I'm not a singer. Amit calls me a singer. I'm just not a singer. That's something I love. I think you all love to sing, right? I mean, some of us are bathroom singers. Some of us are living room singers. So I would call myself a living room singer, and thanks to my husband who plays awesome guitar. He sings. He has a melodious voice.
Yes, I agree.
And I think my love for music has grown just because of him. I usually don't sing without him, but I will try. I need that support, that guitar string, but I will try. This is my favorite song from the movie Masoom. By Gulzar.
Okay.
Gulzar's movie. The lyrics are by Gulzar and Shekhar Kapoor's movie. Okay, let me try. It's just a humble attempt.
Yep.
दो नैना एक कहानी, दो नैना एक कहानी, थोड़ा सा बादल थोड़ा सा पानी और एक कहानी, दो नैना एक कहानी, थोड़ी सी है जानी हुई, थोड़ी सी नहीं, थोड़ी सी है जानी हुई, थोड़ी सी नहीं, जहाँ रुके आंसू वही पूरी हो गई, दो नैनों की है ये कहानी, थोड़ा सा बादल थोड़ा सा पानी और एक कहानी, दो नैना एक कहानी. Thank you. This is my favorite song.
It is beautiful, and
it's a beautiful.
The movie is beautiful, and I must add, I have only seen Shaunak and Dhanashree on videos which she has posted, and the two of them on stage are brilliant. His music, his songs, and her presence on stage and her voice, she underestimates herself completely. But yes, I must agree that Shaunak's voice is brilliant. So I have no doubt about it.
Yes,
that is totally.
No.
He's nice, and thank you, Dhanashree. I really appreciate this.
Thank you so much for doing it. And I just realized that this is my cup of tea, and this is what it says.
You'll have to read it out to us because in the camera it comes the other way around.
Oh, it's okay. It's London. It says London.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
My cup of tea today
London.
is all seafood, okay?
What else? You were in Goa some time back, so
Yes,
yeah.
totally.
So
Okay.
thank you so much,
Thanks,
and I
Dhanashree. Really
wish to meet
appreciate
you
it.
very soon sometime. I wish life gives you a chance to gives us a
I would
chance
love
to
to
meet up.
host your program now.
Oh, no, thank you so much, and keep
Okay.
doing all the good work that you are doing.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thanks, Dhanashree. Take
Thank you.
care.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
And before we finish, I have one person who wants to recite something very, very beautifully. So, Dhanashree, thank you once again. It was really nice. Thank you for all who joined in for this particular session. And now I'm going to add somebody who has something very special. It's the birthday of somebody very special who know what cricket is all about, the game of cricket. And today is the birthday of Master Blaster Sachin Tendulkar. So I hope, yes, Rima, I agree. Dhanashree is the best. Indus Roots, thank you very much. Smita again saying thank you. Beautifully sung to Dhanashree. Yes, and I'm trying to get my somebody online who has something to read. I'm still not able to connect her. Let's see if I can. If the connection does not happen, then I will bore you with one more poem from my side. But we are still trying for her to accept it. Mayuri, if you get the request, please accept it. I've already sent you the request. And yes, a lot of people from Dhanashree's timeline who are here. I presume there is Isha, there is Rima, and possibly Smita. All of these, yes, Dhanashree is definitely a very talented lady and multi talented, if I should call it. That would be the right word for her. I'm still trying to see. Okay, oops. Looks like I. Yes, Madhura, I agree. Dhanashree was too good. Now, I cannot find Mayuri online at this moment. Maybe she has dropped out. So if she isn't there, I am going to take the liberty of reading one last poem from today by an English poet. An English poem by an American poet. His name was Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, and the poem is called the Psalm of Life. It was also called as What the Heart of the Young Man Said to the Psalmist. So let me read out this particular poem to you. Just give me a minute. Oh, okay, wait. Before I read out this poem, I have somebody. Yes. Go live. Ah, she's back here. I'm presume it was a connection issue. I'm still waiting for her to come on. There is Mayuri there. Yes. Hi, Mayuri.
Hello.
That's my sister, and she has something very special for this special day. As I mentioned, the birthday of the Master Blaster Sachin Tendulkar. Please, Mayuri.
I was just reading today about Sachin. We all love him. So I found one interesting quote and a poem. So first I'll read just the quote. Beneath the helmet, under that unruly curly hair, there is something we don't know, something beyond scientific measure, something that allows him to soar, to roam a territory of sport that forget us. Even those who are gifted enough to play alongside him cannot even fathom. When he goes out to bat, people switch on their television sets and switch off their lives.
Life. True, true. Very nice.
And there is this poem, The Finest Willow, produced by the game of cricket. Sachin, the little fellow, comfortable on any wicket. A pair of sturdy arms, agile on his feet, modest in success, sporting in defeat. Too long on, too long off, against any pace, scurrying the fielder on a futile chase. Thrashing the deadly seamer, punishing the spin, judging every delivery Sachin hits out to win.
Oh.
Keeps his head down to pile up a handsome score, even willing to oblige when spectators clamor for more. When the maestro gets going, runs flow like a stream, thoroughly dependable, Sachin is an asset to the team. A wonderful sportsman, showered with international acclaim in the world of cricket, Sachin adds glamour to the game. A very happy birthday to you, Sachin.
Very nice, Mayuri. Thank you so much. And
Thank
it
you,
really
thank you.
puts Sachin in a perspective where a lot of cricket loving fraternity sees him. And yes, a very, very happy birthday to the great Master Blaster Sachin Tendulkar. And Mayuri, thank you once again for being on the
Thank you.
session. And
Thank
I will
you.
see you soon. Take
Okay.
care.
Bye,
Stay
bye,
safe.
bye. Yes, bye.
And because I added that I will start off the poem, I'll finish off this with the poem A Psalm of Life by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Tell me not in mournful numbers, life is but an empty dream. For the soul is dead that slumbers, and things are not what they seem. Life is real, life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. Dust thou art to dust returnest, was not spoken of the soul. Not enjoyment and not sorrow is a destined in end or way, but to act that each tomorrow find us farther than today. It's so much to say that each tomorrow find us farther than today. Art is long and time is fleeting, and our hearts, though stout and brave, still like muffled dreams are beating funeral marches to the grave. In the world's broad field of battle, in the bivouac of life, be not like dumb driven cattle, be a hero in the strife. Trust no future, however pleasant, let the dead past bury itself. Act in the living present, heart within and God overhead. Lives of all great men remind us we can make our lives sublime, and departing leave behind us footprints on the sands of time. Footprints that perhaps another, sailing o'er life's solemn main, a forlorn and shipwrecked brother, seeing shall take heart again. So you need to inspire others too. Let us then be up and doing with a heart of for any fate. Let us now be up and going with a heart for any fate, still achieving, still pursuing, learn to labor and wait. So that was A Psalm of Life by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Thank you so much for being here today. I think it was slightly a longer session, but well worth it. Thank you to Dhanashree today for joining in from the USA and Mayuri from India. We enjoyed hearing to both of you. Dhanashree, I think a lot of people enjoyed the Zentangle, the yoga, the singing. Someday I think we should do a cooking session with you too. She's an awesome chef too, and she's the biggest critic of her own cooking. So anyways, thank you so much. Thanks once again. Like my t-shirt says, Earth, and it just says, just passing through. So that's what we are here today. Just passing through, saying hi to everyone and saying hello and bye once again. Thanks for being there on Reading with You. This is Amit Sangekar signing off.